inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Looking to pass, first play is Prescott.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
To try again after the sack. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
That's caught once again by Gallup. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Cowboys at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The numbers for Zeke from last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now Prescott.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Prescott now. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Back to throw, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery.
Brought down at the 20.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 19 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Montgomery. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. So on tracks the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit him 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Here's Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over the sideline, there's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields
takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll go option to the short side. Shifts by him.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Holding, offense.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more?
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he's got it inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought...
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game.
And they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From his own end zone, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life.
Back now in Arlington. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's the option going right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears
Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. A handoff left. Elliott. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside to break it inside. Really well-run route.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it without it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Here's Fields. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Fields. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. With under a minute to go now in the football game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A first down carry by Elliott. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that